And that's a little mix, our first track for today. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome on Tunis International Radio. You are listening right now to the daily edition of English language program presented by Huda bin Sheikh on air in Studio 1 with my colleague Mohamed Sideh for the technical engineering. I'm happy today to welcome my guest, Rebecca
Kuchbegovic.
A little bit complicated for me to pronounce. Welcome in our studio, Rebecca. It's really nice to be here because there was actually a very interesting event that took place yesterday, Langar Medina. I like the title very much. And even the topic is even more interesting because actually you are promoting innovation and social entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Actually, the event was organized by the Tunisian Center for Social Entrepreneurship and BEB 18, which is another
it was organized. They were one of our supporters that helped us to organize, but the Tunisian Center for Social Entrepreneurship was the association behind the whole event.
The whole event. Okay,
exactly.
So cool. Would you tell us about the concept of this event? I mean, here it's interesting because there were different places, there were different exhibition spaces and hubs. It seems that also this Langar Medina is having actually its own place in Bib Souiqa, which is one of the oldest areas in Tunis, the capital.
Well, let me thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Welcome.
And so let me start. The name, in fact, Langar Medina, it comes from Langar, from La Gare, and we like to think of it as the station, La Gare d'Innovation Sociale, so the station of social innovation.
You're right.
So the event, actually, we wanted to have a celebration of social entrepreneurship and innovation and really present the entrepreneurs that we support as the TCSC in the regions.
Yes.
So what happened was the day yesterday, it was divided into two parts. The first part, we had a circuit in the Medina and in Beb Souiqa where participants, the public actually, could visit the different stations that were divided thematically. The themes we had: environment and crowdsolving, we had the economy alternative, we had responsible consumption, artisans and innovation, the media corner, and what happened is in each station we had a couple of our entrepreneurs from the regions of Mahdia, Sidi Bouzid and Gasserine who presented themselves, but also they engaged in workshops with the public.
Wow. So for those who want to learn a little bit about social entrepreneurship or learning some of these handicraft, they can actually.
Yes, so some of the entrepreneurs, for example, we had from Mahdia Tili Tanit within the artisanal station, Tili Tanit, Tamanart, and from Gasserine, the Artisan Solidaire. So they actually, with the public, they showed the techniques. So for example, traditional embroidery, how to work with ambar, and how, for example, we can use 3D technologies to create the moules for the ambar, and how to create products from halfa. And so the public could learn a little bit about that and take a souvenir home. In the alternative economy station, we had two projects, Sociordi and Fab Lab Mahdia, and they explained also 3D technology, 3D printing and scanning to the public, and also about the recycling of electronic waste. So how, for example, people can actually refurbish their old computers, give them a second life, and then actually how those computers can re-enter back into the economy. Wow. So it has a double impact, the environmental and also giving a chance to people who maybe don't have the financial means to buy new computers to have access to these technologies. Some of the other projects that were represented, we had from Sidi Bouzid also Cash, and that's actually a project where they recycle old clothes that were going to be thrown away by the frip. And so they do a new design, and they actually did a workshop together with Yasser Jredi in calligraphy, and how can they maybe use calligraphy and design to also refashion these old clothes.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing thing.
It was very interesting. It was very good. And
yeah, it's really interesting. And how was the response of people? Actually, were there a big number of people who heard about it? Because I just heard about it in the last day. So, and it was really awful for me to miss this opportunity.
No, there was quite a large participation. We had over 200 people who participated. Some of them sort of RSVP'd before the event, but we also had volunteers who were actually organized by Beptis with one of our supporters, who sort of brought in the public as people were going through the Medina. They invited them in to visit the stations and explore the circuit. And it was really dynamic. As sort of we visited each stand, there was always at least, 5-6 people in each stand. For a couple of minutes, they would work with entrepreneurs, and then they would carry on explore each station.
Yeah, it's really enriching. You can learn so much from these people and these artisans actually, because they are learning, actually making something from Nothing actually. So that's what is really amazing about the job of they are doing. I mean, with simple material that you can find everywhere, you can make something creative, innovative, and that's really the opportunity here.
Exactly.
You went right to the people, where they are circulating, where they are having fun or sightseeing. So in Bebeswiqa, the event took place, and it was, I suppose, it was quite successful, and we hope that you are going to make it a habit. This make it a yearly event for people so that they can miss the next edition. So it's this one is the first one.
This is the first edition we've had, and we are planning to do it basically, hopefully on a yearly basis. This was successful, but we'd like to build on it because, like you said, it's really important. Social entrepreneurship, it's not just about being an entrepreneur, but also actually creating a project that has a social impact within your community. And it goes into sort of the approach of, we believe in a bottom-up approach and decentralization, empowering people to be actual actors within their communities, actors for change. And so, again, going back to the purpose of this event, it was really to celebrate the people and the projects that we have supported so far, but also to inspire the public to sort of get their own ideas and collaborate and really find networks and connections with people with whom they could also launch other projects.
And helping them probably with the selling of their products.
Of course, commercialization is one of the big challenges, and we try to help the entrepreneurs with that.
Yeah, cool. So this idea or this project, Langar Medina, is now in Tunis, the capital, but actually you already started that in the regions.
So actually, the association, the TCSC, the Tunisian Center for Social Entrepreneurship, it's a Tunisian association that tries to promote social entrepreneurship within the country and really create an ecosystem that facilitates the growth of these projects and so on. And so we started, Lingar is one of the projects of the association, and the first space opened up in Mahdia in 2016. And since then we've opened up another 3 spaces, Sidi Bouzid, Gasserine, and now the latest one, Lingar al Medina, which is situated in Bebeswiqa. And it's a space of social innovation, co-creation space actually, and we offer services such as co-working, incubation, acceleration for people who have projects or project ideas, and also we try to do events, capacity building, and other events again that sort of that try encourage innovation and
amazing,
especially and we
it
target.
Is so helpful.
Yes, it is, and we really want to work with youth from the communities and sort of have that decentralized approach.
This is really amazing because all the time, I mean, young people, they say, why all the interesting projects that are happening in the capital? And here it is an example. I mean, they started actually working in the region, inter-region before going back to the capital, and that's really amazing. Concerning Tunisian Center for Social Entrepreneurship, they are working so hard. They've been active in the couple of years before in internal region, but now they are working further. After social entrepreneurship and this event, you are having any future projects?
Well, yes, actually, so this event, it had a couple of components in it, apart from the celebration and the visibility we want to grant to our entrepreneurs. It was also an inauguration of our new space. It was also to mark the closure of one of our projects, IESS, which is Initiative d'Emploi à l'économie sociale et solidaire, but also to mark the start of new projects. We have 2 big projects coming up, FLAG, it's Femmes, Leadership, Appui et Gestion, and that project is all about giving support to female entrepreneurs and also the ecosystem, the supporters for female entrepreneurs all around Tunisia. This project we are doing in partnership with TAMS, Pontes, and Oxfam. And we also have another project coming up, MedUp, and that one is also all about promoting social entrepreneurship on a macro, meso, and micro level. And this is also in partnership with Oxfam. And so here within MedUp, we're going to also work on advocacy and trying to create a favorable environment where people can launch their startups. On the meso level, we're going to give support to supporting organizations such as incubators or co-working spaces and so on within the country. And on the micro level, it's all about direct support to entrepreneurs, whether it's logistical, financial, capacity building, whatever they may need. Actually,
wow, another interesting project for you young people. So here are some of the upcoming projects in the Tunisian Center for Social Entrepreneurship. For all those who are really interested to know more about it, stay tuned to the Facebook page. page, because they have the Facebook page for the event Lingar Medina and also a Facebook page for the TSC.
We have a Facebook page per space, so we have Lingar Mahdia, Lingar Medina, Lingar Kasserine, Lingar Sidi Bouzid, and also Tunisian Center for Social Entrepreneurship. Also, feel free to visit our space. We're in Bebswika. Really, it's open. Anyone who's interested to learn, to launch a project, anything, feel free to come and discuss. And I mean, we can see how you can be involved.
Thank you so much, Rebecca, for these precious data and information, because then people are really in need of these skills to learn about things to do, because actually they are studying and having curricular or academic training, but actually sometimes passion can take you away, can take you to another thing more interesting, and you don't know. This social entrepreneurship is a very big field where you can find yourself. Why not? Here are the people who can help you, frame you, guide you, and why not help you in launching your own startup, or help you with your original idea, guide you in how you can succeed in your own project. Thank you so much, Rebecca.
Thank you very much for having us. Thanks.
So back to music again. For all those who are really interested, stay tuned to the Facebook page of Tunisian Center for Social Entrepreneurship. Otherwise, there are the pages for the various projects that they are leading, like Lingar Medina in the various areas, Mahdia, Sidi Bouzid, Kasserine, and now Tunis.
Yes, and now Tunis.
Cool. Back to rhythm again.